So in the second lesson, we're going to follow on from the first. You've so far got the character following a line. Now we're going to add some action and we're going to add a score. So for this, we're going to add a second character that responds to the behavior of the first, and we're going to explore the use of a variable in providing a score. So let's go back to our game that we started producing. We have our Kodu character who will follow the path around the screen. Well, in this, I now want to add some more programming code into this, so that as the Kodu follows that path, he will drop an apple onto the path. So I'm going to select my object tool, right click on the Kodu, select program, and then on the second line, okay, we now want it to drop an apple every 5 seconds or every 3 seconds. So in this, I want to go to timer. So when the timer, and I'm going to set 4 seconds. So when timer 4 seconds, then I want it to click on actions and create a new object. So I want it to create an apple, and we can say, we can have different color. We can say a random color if we want. So it will choose a random color. So if I escape, we can play this and it'll move around the screen. And every 4 seconds, a random colored apple will fall on the ground. As we can see, that's happening, which is great. Now we want to have a character responding to the behaviors. So every time Kodu drops an apple, another character will go after it and eat it. So let's choose the object tool, and I'm going to put new character. Let's go to the more characters, and we'll choose the cycle. And I'm going to right click on this and program. So when I see, let's see, when I see an object, so when I see an object, when I see the apple, then I want it to move towards it. There we are, move towards, and I can just click here, and then that should just move towards it. So if I escape, what will happen is Kodu, it won't move at the moment, but when the apple's dropped, then the little motorcycle will chase after the apples on the ground. But what I want it to do is when it gets to those apples, I want it to eat it. So when I have bumped into an apple, so when I bumped into apple, and if you want, you can choose a certain color. So you can actually select if it's a red apple or a green apple. So you can have 2 characters on the screen. So one's going after the red apples, one's going after the blue apples. In this case, we just want to say apple. So when it's bumped into apple, I want it to eat it. So now the next part that we want to do is we want to make a score go up by 1. So if I click on the when, I can then again, I want the score to go up every time the character bumps into the apple. So it's exactly the same as before. So again, when it bumps into the apple, say bump into apple, and I this time want to say the score, which is a game. So game score +1, and I can choose a color because you might have more than one player. And so I'm going to say a blue score for this one. And I press escape, and I'm going to say play. And this time the Kodu is going around the screen, and when he drops the apple, he's going to eat it, And as you can see at the top corner, the score is going up. There we go, he's going after it. Purple apple, the score goes up by 3, 4, and so on. And that's it. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching.